I want to tell you about this action on August the 31st. It's so easy. There are no parking issues. There are no seating problems. There's no social distancing. There are no fast face masks to be worn. All you need is a phone, a tablet, an iPad, a computer.
We're headed towards an action in late August with over 1,000 people, including elected leaders, to not just lay out the inequities, but to be very specific about what we want to see changed now. The racial inequities we see here are structural. They are baked into the laws that we have and the way our state is organized. The only way that changes is if we respond to these structures with our own power and with our own focus on concrete policy changes.
We should be angry when we hear about 300,000 plus residents with suspended licenses without realistic ways to rectify that issue. We should be angry when we hear about the racial disparity in sentencing in our great state of New Jersey. We should be angry when we hear that African Americans in Morris County are 22 times more likely to be incarcerated in state prison than white people in Morris County. We should be angry that through racism and bigotry, African Americans and other minorities have not been afforded opportunities to build wealth through home ownership. We should be angry that our children, whose brains are still forming, are treated like adults and locked behind cages. And with that righteous indignation, we all should be moved to action.
Where I come from, we have a saying, and it's simple. Talk is cheap. Even though some of these changes should be simple, even though everybody knows that they're good policy, it's going to take a push. We're up against a structure that wants to maintain the status quo. Don't let anyone fool you into thinking that all we need is good policy. It takes consistent and persistent pressure, and this time will be no different.